Not your average tabletop. Woohoo!
Welcome to Not Your Average Tabletop. I'm Zach,
And I'm Pepper.
and today we are giving our first or 20th impression on a Logic. And it's three different games. I think it's Birds, Jungle, and Hotel. Um, not sure, I mean, you can see here, we have played them on Board Game Arena. I don't know if those boxes are easily available. I don't know that I've ever seen them anywhere, so I don't know if they're kind of a new thing that are going to be coming out to box versions. But yeah, not played the physical copies of these. We've played them all on Board Game Arena, and we've actually went through a lot of these and played the daily challenge like the last week or so. And so maybe you can already tell we've at least had some fun with it. But at the end of the day, these are what you could maybe guess logic puzzles. So if you do not tend to like those kind of games, whether some people might say they're not really games, they're more, I don't know, mind teaser type things, kind of an activity maybe, but I think you can count it as a game. It's very close. It's in the same category, I think. But yeah, they're kind of have three different ones that kind of feel a little bit similar. You're trying to place little tokens into certain spots based on certain criteria. So, like in the case of this one, which is the jungle one, uh, we can see we're reviewing a replay. I'm not sure what it will show, if you have to put them out there, Pepper, or if it will actually show the moves. I don't know. Um, but you can see there on the left, it's got some
Will
hints.
not.
Okay. But it shows some hints, and then using those, you have to put the certain things in certain places. So it might have, like, this is exactly where this one is, so you know for a fact that that tiger is going to be down there. And then you kind of use the other ones. Some of them are saying, that monkey and elephant will be next to each other. The tiger and the frog will be diagonal. There'll be two, so both those kind of grassland spaces will be filled with animals. Um, and then the elephant can't be in the top two. So kind of use all of those. And for the ones we're playing, uh, obviously you can play in a way where you're just trying to solve it, and whatever time it takes is fine. The way we've played it is always trying to be the first one to complete it, do it as quickly as possible. And kind of the daily challenge ones that has a leaderboard even that you can kind of compete with everyone else that's played it for that day, which I found pretty enjoyable. And that one you're trying to do it obviously as fast as you can as well, and that's who kind of becomes the leader there. Um, so yeah, you can see there.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
it.
pretty quick times there. So
8.4
some of
hours.
these people must be clicking pretty quick, because I feel like even if I got it immediately, I don't even know that I could go that fast. So
Yeah.
some people are pretty good at this, I guess. But yeah, then you got this birds one, which, yeah, so the purple and pink bird like to be next to each other. The purple and blue bird like to. The purple bird is left of the blue bird. The red and yellow bird aren't next to each other. And the yellow bird is exactly in that spot. Um, so kind of a similar feel. You're using all of those things to try to do these. And I think the part that does make it difficult is you are racing the clock there. I don't know if they do have physical versions of these. If you just use like your own app kind of thing, if you're just not really actually tracking the time, you're just seeing kind of who finishes quickest, or if you're just trying to complete them. But I think that is a good thing on Board Game Arena. That could influence our scores a little bit, as keeps track of all that. But it also, you know, it's a little harder to click, in real time.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it also validates things immediately, and it tells you, nope, that's not right immediately. Whereas
Yeah.
if you stopped in real life, I don't know if it would be. Obviously, you would see the puzzle, so I don't know if you have someone else say, nope, that's not right, or how
Yeah.
that would work.
Yeah. That's true. That
Uh,
is true.
yeah, so that's how the bird one works. You're trying to just get them in an order, and then this last one's hotel, so you're trying to get them on the right floors. And it's kind of saying like, oh, the purple one is directly above the granny. Um, So you might start like that. But then you see, oh, wait, that Medusa one is above the purple one. So
Yes.
that would mean all those have to move down. And then you see that guy, and when it's kind of the dotted line like that, he's above the Medusa one, but it could be, 2 floors above. It could be the floor above. Just has to be above in general. And then you can see the blue and the granny are in the same spot. So you get them on the right floors and validate it. Bam, done.
Bam. Bang.
But yeah, so they're all logic puzzles. I think you could watch what just went, what just happened there, and determine if this is for you or not. I think you'll have an idea. But right off the bat, I really like this. I like logic puzzles. They're always fun. This is one of those things. Okay, Pepper's got to show this. I think they're fun, even though I lost every round of this. You asked him how earlier today, so we just actually played this one a little before this, just to be able to show all of these ones. So I took the L's, but earlier we did the daily challenge. You asked him who won all of those ones, so it might have looked a little different.
A little bit.
But even with this, I still really enjoy logic puzzles, and I'm probably coming in at like a 8.5 on this game, or in total. The three of them combined, I think, just make a good combo of nice, fun, quick, easy logic puzzles. This is one that is a game where we'll probably, I would not mind continuing to do at least the daily challenge. So playing it maybe once a day, uh, hopefully, if not more potentially.
Yes, for the rest of our lives. I'm probably matching you up here, probably an 8.5 for me as well. And I think this one does go a little more into an activity. I think just
Yeah,
the daily aspect, especially, really makes it feel that way to me because the only real game
that's
part,
true.
kind of where it adds like maybe a competition is kind of the comparing of times, but
Hmm.
even that, it's just a really cool way to use the brain and also try to do it quickly, especially being not a physical version, having to click, click, drag that. Sometimes you swap pieces when you don't mean to, and it's like, oh no, or you have to move everything, and that's just a lot harder on a computer versus something, a physical version. But it is a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed uh, the past week of playing this game, so look forward to doing it much more. I don't know. I'm like I can see adding more puzzles, but at the same time, they're pretty similar what they're doing. So I don't know
Hmm.
if you could. I feel like there is maybe something different, not so much of. I don't know what you could do. I feel like there's some different things you could do where these three kind of feel pretty similar,
Yeah,
or at least the two feel similar, maybe. Um,
yeah. I mean, though, yeah,
maybe they
yeah.
all do. I don't know.
There's probably some things you could do, but yeah, I don't think you'd want to make it much more complicated than what you're trying to solve, at least in puzzle. I think you'd want it pretty comparable to these ones because I think it's just the right level.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would agree. We recently also did a uh, first impression review on Oh Rafa Mine, which is also on Board Game Arena, and that's also kind of a logic based one. And there is something more gamey feel about that versus this. Um, so take with that what you will. But really enjoyed this one. I highly recommend at least giving it a go on here. I don't know that you need to own a physical copy, maybe. I don't know that I would buy one myself because I think it's just this one's just so good on Board Game Arena. Sometimes we do try before you buy videos. So if you'd like to watch us actually struggle in the moment of solving these, we can kind of do a playthrough video of all these different puzzle types. So let us know in the comments below if you'd like to see that to actually see us in action 100%. I guess you kind of saw Pepper in action. He was the one moving those around, but he had already previously solved these, so he knew where they went.
Yeah.
So that's maybe not as fun as trying to rush in 10 to 20 seconds trying to
Oh
figure
boy.
out, oh gosh, where does this go? Where does this go?
Oh boy. With the camera on us, oh boy, that'd be something.
It would be something. Luckily, it would only be showing one of ourselves, so I'm putting that on you, Pepper. Put the pressure on you. Give me a chance. So next time,
Yeah,
it'll
usually I
look
did.
greens in front of the reds.
As you can
It's usually not. Both of the
usually
two games
mix.
we've played today were like this. It's usually a little more back and forth. I think it usually favors Pepper. Pepper usually wins more than I do, but it's usually not quite this extreme
Yes,
for
and we
us.
usually have maybe a really bad one thrown in there too. Where these we kept it under 60 seconds in all of these ones. So that's good.
Yeah. But yeah, let us know if you'd like to see one of those types of playthroughs. But if you made it this far, you can give us a thumbs up if you liked the video. We'd definitely appreciate it. Subscribe if you want to see future content like this. And as always, don't forget to keep on nibbling on our content.